Hey, you witches and warlocks. I make these videos for you, by the way. I was realizing the only reason I'm making them is to let you know I'm awake and I watch everything you do now. And so now you lost because you had to get me before I woke up fully to know who I am. Okay, so I came to take you down, by the way. So you thought you were out to get me. So here was the thing. I don't know if you believe in God or not, but God has me on a mission. And his mission is, as a secret agent, he sends me in to take down covens. And yours was the first one I was supposed to take down. And so how we do it is, I don't really do anything. But I'm like the worm on the end of God's hook. And he just used me as bait to draw you in and attack me like piranha. And try to snuff my life over an innocent person. Over and over. I don't know why you didn't stop when it didn't work for a year. It's 2 years now. It's going to be 2 years that you've been doing this. Witches and warlocks from all over the world. Is that what I heard? Yeah? Okay, all over the world, these witches and warlocks been trying to take me down. And you're all going down yourself, aren't you? So now you're saying, who is this guy? He's not human. Of course I'm not human. Okay? I come from galaxies far away. All right? So you can't figure out who I am. I can't even figure out who I am. How are you going to figure out who I am? All right? I keep changing every day. Who I was yesterday, I'm just watching myself like from a third party. Okay? Just like you are. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but I make it for you witches and warlocks, but also for the elite, the ones who run the world that are watching me and freaked out. Yeah, I know. I don't know what you're going to do now. Now you're going to try to offer me a job or something. You know I can't be tempted. You know the only reason I got this far is because I can't be tempted. There's nothing you have in the world that I want. I have everything. I have God, and what else do I need? I am God. But anyway, I'm the Son of God. All right, if you want to, get technical about it. And so how are you going to defeat the Son of God? Okay? My Father's kicking your butt right now, isn't he? That karma you're getting is not from me. I'm not a witch and a warlock, okay? I don't do that stuff. The universe is kicking your butt for me because they look out for me. I was like, I need to explain it to you guys. I know you keep thinking I'm the one doing it to you. I'm not. I have nothing to do with you guys. I forgave you, didn't I? I prayed for you, I forgave you, and I let you go. Okay? And you're still going to continue to do it after you see this video. So anyway, another reason I made it was because you lied. The witch, the head of the coven, who's now just about on her deathbed, I mean, you lied to them and told them I attacked you. And I didn't. You just did it out of jealousy. But you've been doing it for a long, long time because you had a hold on our family. You are the family curse. You were the face of the family curse that I broke. So once I broke the connection with you, it's over. It's over. You have no connection with our family anymore. See, this is what people don't realize. Once a demonic person gets into a family line, they get away with murder. They can get away with murder. They get cloaked under the family. When a family works out its karma, it's all in-house. The universe doesn't get involved. It all bounces out. They don't get involved in that, right? Lifetime after lifetime, it all bounces out. But you get a demonic person in there, and they wreak havoc. That's on that family line for a long time. So by me breaking her, this contact in my life, I broke the family curse. So that's what I'm concerned about. I didn't care about me living or dying because once I leave here, I go back to being a commander of a starship, right? So I'm looking forward to going back. So, but I am concerned about the world and what you people do to innocent people. And it's not going to work anymore in this new age. That's going down. You know right now, this is happening all over the country to other covens. Okay, and the one on the West Coast that I riled up now, you see, now that the East Coast one is almost dead, you guys are ratting on each other now. I'm sure you're scurrying around like mice with the feds closing in. So now that's done, who rears his head but the West Coast now is after me. Okay, the one my twin flame is involved with. Now they want to kill me. Okay, so now I got that. I'm so glad the Lord works it out so I can deal with one at a time. So now I can focus on this other one. So thanks for you guys, you know, getting me started, waking me up, and letting me know who I am. So I have you to thank for that. So anyway, I have a great joke. I don't tell jokes, but I love this joke. Okay, it's a joke. A small town sheriff, small town deputy pulls over a car going 88, miles an hour. So he pulls over and he goes, "You're going 88 in a 55, ma'am." And she goes, "Oh, officer, I don't want you to be alarmed, but I have a gun in the glove compartment, and in the trunk is a dead body. It's my ex-boyfriend." Well, he was my boyfriend, now he's my ex-boyfriend. And she goes, "You better call your superiors out here." So he gets on the radio and he calls the sheriff out. So now the sheriff comes out. The sheriff comes out and he looks into the trunk and there's nothing in there. And then he goes around to the door and he goes, "Ma'am, could you open up the glove compartment?" And she opens it up. She goes, "Nothing in there but an old map." And he goes, yeah. He goes, he told us there was a dead body in the trunk and a gun in the glove compartment." She goes, "I know, he's such a liar. He probably told you I was speeding too." I thought that was really good. Anyway, I have these tips that I wanted to share with, I don't know who else could see this but the Witches and Warlocks, but I need the world to know these little small things that I discovered along the way that people need to know about. Anyway, one is a topical that you could buy at the drugstore. It's called Blue Emu for carpal tunnel syndrome. It I swear, cures it in a week. So if anybody has carpal tunnel, this stuff is amazing. In fact, it works over the whole body. If you keep it by your bed and put it on everything on your body, you'll never have an ache and pain. And I did that for years, and now I haven't used it in I don't know how long. Except for if I get a bad back from lifting weights or something, it's wonderful that it helps that too. Anyway, Blue Emu for carpal tunnel syndrome. Okay, it's amazing. Okay, here's the other thing. Having a bird feeder at your kitchen window. You gotta have a bird feeder at your kitchen window. And so you can put the food right from the kitchen window. You don't have to go outside. If you have to go outside, that doesn't work. You've got to be able to feed it in there. So I built a platform around the kitchen window, and then I put branches around it. So when the hawks come, they can't get the birds in there. So a bird feeder, I've had it for 20 years, and it's just, you can just sit there in the morning with the sun and the birds and your coffee or tea and just get lost in the world. I mean, it's really neat to do that. So that's really it's like I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have that on it. Anyway, I noticed this about the birds. In the fall, they let the baby birds eat the feed. The big birds don't come. The adults don't come to the feeder for this window of time. Just the babies come. And they just let them have it while they get the other stuff. Isn't that cool? I thought that was pretty neat. And what the branches does too is the birds can stay there and eat. Otherwise, if the bushes are far away, they eat 2 seeds and then they fly 50 feet and come 50 feet back and eat another 2 seeds. I was like, they're burning up all their calories just by flying back and forth. So that's why I thought of the branches. And then after the branches were up, I noticed a hawk came one down and tried to get one of the birds, and it hit the branch and and fell away. And so I was like, wow, it has a lot of good points to it. So anyway, that's something to do about it. That I just love, and if once you do it, you're just hooked on that. So another one is this. I just found this. I've only been doing it a week, and it's incorporated in my life, and now I can't stop having this habit of how to eat. I learned this habit of eating only 8 hours. You find your 8-hour window whenever it is. Mine's from 10 to 6. You only eat in that window, and then you don't eat after that and before that. And it's really easy to do. You just drink water when you get hungry. And it's the only way to burn body fat. This is, honest to goodness, this is the only way to burn body fat. And so you incorporate this in your life. You don't just do it for a while and then stop, So I'm here to say it's the easiest regiment that I've ever taken on, and find it that it'll be easy to keep up. It'll be easy to keep up. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. And then there's this other one, the 555. meditation. It's the transformation meditation, right? 5, 5, 5. 5 seconds inhale, 5 seconds hold, and 5 seconds exhale. That's it. Forget all the breath work. This is the simplest and the most effective breath work you could do, and it's one that you can remember. You'll never forget, and you could just do it for 10 reps, and you do it 10 times, and you'll see God. You could. I mean, it'll make a difference. It's amazing, this short little breath one. I did all kinds of breath ones, and some, I don't know, I retained none of them. That's why I kept doing different ones. So this one seems like it's going to stick. Going to be easy to remember, right? So with the food, it's the 8-16. You only eat 8 windows in a window of 8 hours, and then the 5-5-5 for meditation, for the breath work. And so, meditation is not stopping the mind like we're taught. It's just letting the mind be, like you were sitting in your farmyard, farmhouse, and the chickens and the sheep and the cattle and everything's going around, and that's your thoughts. Just let them be. Just let them be. Watch them. Wow, look at that. Okay, that's a little more entertaining, isn't it? And then you have good thoughts that come in, and then you have the foxes come in, and then you can see them. So look at that, and then that fox is a negative thought, self-doubt. Okay, and that was sent in externally. That's sent in. You wouldn't have these thoughts if they weren't sent in. Honestly, all these bad thoughts we have or everything are external thoughts sent in by the 5G. They know how the frequency, how to get into our mind. So the whole battle with spiritual warfare is with your mind. They've learned to take control of it, and I beat it. That's how I beat the Matrix and beat the devil and beat Lucifer. I took control of my mind, and that's how hard it is to do. It's so hard to do because you think they're your thoughts, but they're not. Those self-doubt and everything that come in. So I had to deal with magic spells that tried to make me commit suicide. And I had those thoughts. I did. And I was in bliss for one moment. The next moment, I'm honestly the darkest I could ever feel in my life, and suicide, and just wish I was out of here. And trying to destroy all my creations. And I was like, wait, I don't want to do that. That's how I woke up. The friggin' devil, you were so stupid. You pushed it too far. I was like, I don't want to destroy my creations. I was like, what? That's not me. It was the friggin' devil. That was the magic spells getting through. Because I had one little self-doubt. This is how it is. You're in a perfect, good mood, positive. They can't touch you. Magic spells cannot touch you. That's the thing. My battery's going dead. They cannot touch you. So, but then you'll have this one little negative thought, and it's like it opens up a hole in your aura, and they get right in, and that's how they get in. So that's the whole battle. It's as simple as that. And anytime you try to go still, be still, going within, they're going to battle you because they don't want you to do that. So anyway, staying in a positive mindset is what it's all about. So this magic spells that I've been enduring, it's over. I've only been over this for 10 days, something like this. I came out of a fog. They had me in a fog for months. The fog was from defending myself. When I didn't need to defend myself, I have that defense, but there's this human nature to defend yourself when you're being attacked in the spiritual world. So what the good thing was, I learned who I was as a warrior, and now I'm an invincible warrior for God. And so now now they woke me up. So anyway, the whole battle is within your mind. Within your mind. You got to stay in a positive mindset. Once you're out of it, you're under attack. All right? And so I'm just trying to tell these points that I can remember that make a difference in life. So there's just one more thing, is just walking every day. You got to walk every day. And you got to be near the woods, and if you're not, I don't know what you're going to do. You can't walk around the city, but you got to walk every day. And if you're in a life you can't, there's something wrong, I guess if you're in an apartment, you need a treadmill. But a treadmill is not quite the same thing. I know that because I do both. And they're just not the same thing. But the treadmill is just priceless if you're in a bad climate area, you know. So they're wonderful to have, but they're a wonderful supplement. But being out in nature, and you can't wear your headphones and listen to music outside. That's like being at home. There's no difference. Okay, you need to have contact with your environment and nature, and that's how we heal too. Nature heals us. All the fae, all the elementals, you know, they exist. They exist, they're real. You know, if you don't know that, don't believe it, then I guess they're not going to help you. You won't have any energetic attraction to you. You know, they know who to go to. You know, they know that. So, so you need to heal in nature all the time. I don't know, I'd be dead if I didn't have the woods next to me. I live on the edge of the suburbs. The city's right across the woods, have the woods separating us. But these woods are, I lived in Vermont for 10 years, and they weren't as nice as these woods. And when I lived in Vermont for 10 years, I never went in the woods, because I lived in the woods, so I never went for a walk. Isn't that crazy? So anyway, these woods are incredible, separating the city in here. And the city people are freaked out about the woods, so they don't go there. So it's pretty lonely down there. I'm telling you, there's not that many people. So it's just a wonderful place to go. So you need that in your life. It's my life source. It sustains me. If I don't have that, I'd be toast. Because the matrix would get me. You got to break the matrix, you know. So going within is how you break the matrix. All right, I'm going to leave it go there, but the one thing, in alignment, being in alignment, you know what it is? The simple, it sounds like really simple, and then you go, what is alignment? How you be in alignment? But here's a really easy way about it. It's when your mind, you know, your thought process, what you wish, your dreams, everything, you know, that has a certain frequency. When that is aligned with your heart and your soul and your body, when they're all aligned, all in tune with wanting the same thing, that's alignment. When one's off, you know, your heart wants to do one thing and your mind wants to do something else, you see you're not in alignment. Isn't that a cool little simple way to figure it out? Anyway, that's how you can check yourself out, okay? You should scan yourself every night when you go to bed. And then the last thing, when you go to bed, when you're drifting off to sleep, the things that you dream about, your wish fulfillments, that's the last things you should desire before you go to sleep. Helps make it come reality. All right. See you guys.